Everybody, I'm Tycho. God, what is fucking up with this map? Why is this always broken? Man, I should verify game cache. Well, too late. As you can tell from the players chatting on the left, we're watching a replay! Oh, wait, no. Shut up. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. One moment. Okay, we're watching a replay! Oh, no, sorry. No, give me a sec. We're watching a replay! Okay. Yeah, I downloaded a replay that looked interesting, so we're gonna play it. Thanks to some bloke for recommending the replay. Obviously, it's Barton versus I think a Smurf. I wasn't reading the chat. I was too busy getting my phone set up for the you know what the. Okay, I like that noise. But yeah, so it's Barton. Probably you know who Barton is if you're watching Company Heroes 2 videos on YouTube at this point in history. Who's playing as the OKW and busting out with two Fox. That's my best 100% authentic German accent. Absolutely zero caricature in that. What are these bushes? Are they look? It's like a trench. Have those always been there? Have those always been there? What is Barton? Fucking Barton noob in red cover double capping with two squads. What kind of noob blobs with two squads in the beginning of the game? Barton doesn't know how to play. Go suck a dick, Barton. You're terrible. But no, actually what's going on is that Barton is going for the Blitzkrieg Doctrine. Lightning Vor attacks the opponent with all the squads, quickly push them off the map and inflict terrible losses. Luckily for Barton, he does kill a lot of conscripts. Unluckily for Barton, it turns out basically all the conscripts on the map are right here, and so that means Barton takes some losses himself. Sturm Pioneer's going down. I'm surprised the conscripts really didn't try and focus that guy. I guess the plan was we're not going to kill him, so instead we're going to force off these folks really fast, and that's going to give us lots and lots of time to cap the map, which is now what the Soviets have secured. Take a look at that retreat path. By the way, that is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Chat is saying raise your dongers because I made a reference to dongers earlier. And finally, we do have the chase. So we know this player understands how chasing works and is good enough to chase, but is just didn't try and go for the Sturmpire, which was maybe the right choice. That Sturmpire has a fuck ton of health, come to think of it. So I think that would have been very hard to kill on the retreat with the retreat bonus to received accuracy and stuff like that. So probably the right choice. And the Soviet player secures themselves lots of space to, in this case, go for the cutoff. So not trying to cap the south and the middle or anything like that. Instead, going for the cutoff. Also very ballsy, going into green cover here, trying to last as long as possible with these engineers to stop Barton from... Not stop Barton from capping, because Barton gets to cap during this fight. Barton actually not getting into... So that was interesting. Barton didn't get into green cover behind these logs to fight the engineers, willing to take a bit more damage in order to decap this fuel point with the Volksverdiers, which I think is also the right choice. Wow, fighting in red cover. A lot of crazy choices from these players. Sturmtiger Gaddafi is here in chat. Hey, what's up, Sturmtiger Gaddafi? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Let me do that again. Thanks for tuning in. Is it possible just to play the air horn sound once? I mean, psychologically. Obviously, the app lets me just press the button once and it'll play it once, but I think psychologically that's more or less impossible. But yeah, we got a lot of interesting infantry engagements early on. These guys finally got into some green cover. These guys have some green cover, but they're pulling out. Ooh, that was a really quick, a really early retreat, realizing, I suppose, that these guys are going to come up behind. If they get in close, that's going to be bad news bears. So good play from the Soviet there. Gaddafi says, fuck yeah, do it again. That's all the prompting I need. Believe me, since downloading this app, I've been doing it at the drop of a hat. You know what sound a hat makes when it drops? It's actually not at all accurate, but, you know, we sometimes have to make sacrifices to verisimilitude in order to communicate a point. Who's winning the game, do you think? This early on. We got conscript spam versus fox spam. Some of my most enjoyable. What's happening? Okay, flamethrower down here. Oh boy. They get out of the red cover. They do lose a model. These guys chilling in the red cover, I think on purpose. Barton must know this fight is going on and doesn't move into the cover. Oh, there actually isn't cover, but they're fine in red cover, obviously, because that's better against flamethrowers. Really nice chase from these Sturm Pioneers. Do you think they're going to finish them off? Probably not. Maybe. Maybe. A lucky burst. Nope, they had got to reload. Barton versus Prody, says Sternkiger Gaddafi, and then face palms. What happens? What? There's the grenade. Why does it only sound twice at the drop of a hat, says Emperor Benji. Well, I want to do it once, but I'm psychologically incapable of doing it once. So I did the next best thing, which is twice. Twice. Almost as good as once. From the people who brought you once. And 3 times. By the way, Barton's bought this thing. Maybe to troll Prody? Stormkite Gaddafi, when Barton posted this replay, he called it versus some Smurf or something. So he was not aware that Maxi is Prody. I don't know who Prody is. Or if I do know who Prody is, Barton didn't. At least at this point. At the point when he uploaded it. CoH2.org, your #1 source for Company Heroes 2 replays. And not much else these days. No, I'm lying. There's plenty of stuff on CoH2.org. That was really mean. I should not have said that. CoH2.org is a wonderful website. I have been on and off staff there since basically before it was founded. It's a great... Maxi is Prodigy, says Stormkite. So, the mystery of the Smurf has been revealed. Spoiler alert, it's Prodigy. Here is a classic Barton blob trademark, and Maxi picks a doctrine. We're pretty close to Papushkas. Pretty close to the Papushka. Lose a conscript and we got a Papushka. So that guy gave his life so that there would be enough CPs to upgrade all these motherfuckers with machine guns. And do we have the upgrade going on any of them? No. So maybe that's not even why the doctrine was picked in the first place. Probably it was for guards. It's always for guards. Papushkas are getting nerfed in the new patch coming out, right? They're dropping the number of models who have them to like 2 or something, which is like at that point, why buy them? I don't understand why Relic is doing that, but what is it my place to say this sort of thing? I think Soviets are maybe winning. They have a lot of territory, at least. I don't want to judge things just based on territory, because that sort of thing makes you think that, like, Russia is winning in real life. Or the United States is winning. We have a lot of territory. The United States is a really big place. Did you know the United States is twice the size of half the United States? Not a lot of people know that. They don't teach you that in school. What do they teach you in school instead? A bunch of bullshit, probably. I have a lot of bananas. Anyone know what to do with bananas? I can make banana bread, but I don't know. A lot of weird changes, TBH System Tech Gaddafi, about the patch. Yeah, it's a strange patch. I guess I haven't really talked about patch on stream yet. The Soviet sniper down to 1 person is fucking insane. We're what, like 20 years after the game has come out and Relic's like finally like, you know what? You know what? Let's try it with 1 guy. It's like it's like you've been thinking the Soviet the entire time and you're like, let's fucking make it 1 guy. Or buffing the Panzer II. Stormkite Gaddafi learned in school that 90% of umbrella-related fatalities occur during rain. I can believe that, but I don't know if I want to. Here's the AA half-track. We'll see what the Soviet does in response. Do we even have... We don't have AT grenades ready. We don't have Molotovs ready. So we'll see if this gets map control for the Germans. We do have AT guns ready. Interesting that we had Tier 2 built. Wait, Tier 3. Ooh, we went straight to Tier 2 simply to get Tier 3. Just to tech to Tier 3. Interesting Soviet play here. And then a T-70 in response. So not surprising, but interesting. We're 9 minutes in, so obviously Tier 3 is something you can be at. Well, I should be watching this fight. I should be watching this fight. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of all of a sudden. Here's a T-70. Alright, I don't know about a T-70 versus an AA half-track. That thing can get touch and go when there's Fausts in the mix. As, of course, there will be because we have Fox Radio spam. Down to 400 VPs for Barton. Do you think Barton got this doctrine just to troll? We'll see. Oh, well, T-70 opens up with a nice salvo. Responded with smoke. Whoop, that was a miss. That was a hit. And there's nobody around to Faust. This could be bad. There's some fighting going down here. We should watch this. Here we go. Whoops. My mouse not behaving. Oh boy, this is, I'm ready to go. that's the end of that. So really nice response from the Soviet player. Probably the Soviet player, I think, was waiting for that. I didn't see exactly when Tier 3 popped, but I suspect Tier 3 was there earlier than the T-70 was built. So the Soviet player deciding what to tech to based on what the German tech to. PPSHs showing why they needed a nerf in the new patch, because of course they just wrecked that Volksgrenadier squad. The folks had absolutely no chance. Conscripts destroyed face and won the game for the Soviets. So good thing that Relic is nerfing the PPSHs. They really needed it. Fucking infantry unit lost. Who just died? That was a Volks squad, right? We lost a Volks squad? Did we lose a Volks squad up here or something? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I do not know if it is happening. Anyways, in a very surprising move, the Sturm Pioneers popped out with the Panzer Shreks. The T-70 is in capture mode? Okay, well, do it. T-70 is in capture mode. Missing RGM, says J for Jet. What's up, J for Jet? Welcome to the stream! And the Shrek's actually doing pretty well now that there's a Raketin here to scare it off. But I guess it can just pop into capture mode and capture some shit. Or not. Where are the engineers? But yeah, I do have this thing. I really need to verify my game cache. It's been there forever. Why do I not do that? Note to self, verify game cache. That's not going to work. I can't just say note to self out loud and have it, look at this fucking, they actually did something. The PPSHs, maybe they do need a nerf. Maybe it'll change my entire outlook on the situation. One more round of applause for J for Jet, says Sturm Gaffy. There can never be too much applause for J for Jet. Molotovs? Oh, we do have AT grenades upgraded too. Why not Molotovs? Couldn't hurt. Volksgrenadier is doing some real nice damage on the people in the red cover. Here we go. Here's the test. Do Papishkas need nerfing? No. Nice Molotov, though. They're eating their own fire, it seems like. Yeah, they're 100% burning. That was not a nice Molotov. I don't know if you realized it, but when I said that earlier, that was 100% sarcastic. Don't Molotov yourself. Oh, no. Okay, well, Soviets doing pretty good. Barton 100% on the back foot. It's really lucky that this thing has not been... it's been revealed. It's really lucky that this thing has not been revealed, says Tycho, as it gets revealed. And so the T-70, woof, nice read there from the Soviet player. Immediately when the Raketin is revealed, the T-70 charges in, knowing that this is the chance. T-70, of course, not a huge powerhouse versus infantry, but it can kill. Did just kill. And so... great play from the Soviet player there. Barton is triple cap, down to 300 VPs. Still 100% in this game, but looking pretty dire. We now stand at 300 points. Hasn't done anything with the Doctrine so far. I mean, aside from early warning, which who knows how helpful it's been. Nice Faust. Do you think the Raketin's going to get here in time to do anything about the Faust? Where are the engineers? Far away. Yeah, Raketin's not going to make it in time to do anything. To be honest, Barton's on the back foot because of how Maxi denied him munis and prevented him from fielding Goliath. So, that's a good question. Has Maxi been denying munis specifically to prevent Goliaths, or has it just been Maxi basically wiping the floor with Barton so far? One consequence of which is that the munis have been denied. Nice body blocking. These guys could be in the NFL. Sarcasm BTW, says J for Jet. It's hard to know. Barton's the kind of guy who's just going to build Goliaths if he feels like it. And if that wipes a squad, that's good. So MG doing what the MG does. It was actually good that he denied Muni, says J for Jet. Well, it's always good to deny things to your opponent. Probably denying Muni helps in terms of keeping the Fausts from being all up in the T-70's ass. Very few Fausts for Barton to spend on this pesky light tank with only 3 kills. But an outsized presence on the map. It'd be nice to see it go around capping again. That was good times. Remember when the T-70 was capping things? I want that to come back. What is happening to that plank of wood? Did you all see that? Plank of wood, man. Here we go. Here we go. The T-70 versus one of the 2 things on the map that can hurt it. And we have a T-34 coming out, too.
Anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
A second Raketin is out, so... Barton is going heavy into the AT before this T-34 comes out. And we'll see if it pays off. Look at this thing reversing everywhere. What do you want to bet is just in reverse mode? And Maxie's just clicking around like, I don't give a fuck.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
It's not a good way to drive, though. I disapprove. Uh-oh. Here we go. No, it doesn't have sight, right? No sight. I want fog of war. Give me my mouse precision is very, very not good. Who's Urang? Did they act? Didn't they? Did not Ura. It just made the Ura noise, but nobody Ura'd. What's wrong with my video game? What's wrong with my video game? This machine gun is A+ for all the pinning it's done. Or, actually no, it was this machine gun that pinned earlier. Every machine gun's good at pinning. Ooh, T-34 reveals itself firing at the church machine gun. I guess that's as good a thing as any. There's Tier 4 going up. That's a good a thing as any, but you would think maybe you'd want to reveal your T-34 at something that can't basically guaranteed get out of there, because they just hop out of the church. And, soft retreat. They could have hard retreated. That's the end of the church, too. So now the German player has a lot of time to prepare for the T-34, relatively. The T-34 is the kind of thing that can drive in and just fuck stuff up. Nice Molotov forcing a nice reposition. 2 Molotovs may have been slightly overboard. Here we go. Soviet assault is happening. I don't know about driving into the Raketenwerfers. Turns out there's Tier 4. Surprise! Tier 4 fucks up the Soviets real bad. This T-34 bites it to the 2 Raketenwerfers. Soviet player was not expecting that much AT. I don't know why you didn't expect that much AT. You had a T-70 out. Your opponent knew there was stuff coming. Your opponent knew they were being out-teched. What would you build? Of course, Raketenwerfers. That's the end of the conscript. Soviet player just threw this game away almost. Yikesy yowsy. Obviously, Tier 4 was not an expected variable, so the T-70 certainly bit it much worse than things could have been. And the plan was the T-70 was going to run interference along with the conscripts for the T-34. The T-34 would sort of reveal the Raketens as they fired at it, and then the T-70 and the conscripts would mop them up. But honestly, the T-70 can't kill Raketenwerfers fast enough for that to happen. So I don't know what the plan there was, and it turns out there's a Tier 4 there. So the plan failed for more reasons than I can count, and I can count pretty high because, guys, I've got all my fingers and toes, so that's 20 right there. And then you can start branching out. You ever count with your nose? 21. Your eyes? 23. If you count the nose and you have 2 eyes. If you wear glasses, you can be 4 eyes. That's math, motherfucker. How many kills do these guys have? 7. Oh god, I should mute the mic when I cough. Classic Molotov. Presumably the Volksgrenadiers were here when I wasn't looking. Now they're here. I don't know about Molotoving when they've got cover that close by, but oh well. PPSH is showing, of course, why they must be nerfed. Relic, please nerf this madness. How can you... Please nerf the PPSHs in the new patch. Oh, wait, you are nerfing them. Thank God. Look, they just fucking devastated those Sturm Pioneers. They lost all their models immediately. They had to retreat. Oof, and the conscripts didn't lose anybody. What about Uncle Jimmy with a glass eye? How do you count that shit, says Sturm Gaddafi. Glass eyes are eyes. I didn't specify what kind of eye. It doesn't have to be a squishy eye to count with the eye. It's just about clearly delineated things, each of which gets a number. If you use binary, you can count to 31 on one hand, says AOL. I'll take your word for it. That's probably right. Let me see. This is 1. This is not good radio. No one can see my hands. If you have a... How many... On a dog's paw, do they have 4 things or 5 things? I'm trying to figure out how much you can count with a dog. Okay, now Twitch is talking about how much you can count with your hands. Another T-34. So the Soviet player is nothing if not persistent. There's a mine down here. Move after you set a mine. This is a telltale giveaway. Always shift-click your little people after a mine, even if it's like 10 feet to the right, because otherwise they'll chill like this until the enemy shows up, and if they see you in the fog of war, they'll know you laid a mine. If they're looking. Sometimes they're not looking, obviously. But. So Soviet player hasn't really lost any map control, or hasn't lost much map control all things considered. I don't know about this T-34 placement. Boom, boom, half fucking health, 1/3 fucking health, going down to downtown. There's a flare here, which gives him sight, but I don't think Barton's going to be able to pursue fast enough. It's just retreating right back in. Oh shit, it's pigeon time, says What Doth Life. Oh, you know what else time it is? It's time for What Doth Life, who has just shown up in Twitch chat. Yes, the Soviet player map control still looking really fantastic. I guess Barton being very careful about overextending. I don't know why, but Barton's got his reasons. He's a good player. I guess a lot of his manpower is tied up in machine guns and Raketenwerfers, which are obviously not the greatest for capping points all over the map, especially if you're trying to hold on to what you've already gotten. So Barton taking things slow and steady and down to 214 VPs. This is not looking perfect. What is this? A KV-1. Whatever. Some sort of voice line playing. So Soviet player still in it to win it. Enough fuel. Where's the T-34? Enough fuel to keep pumping out these T-34s. Like there's no tomorrow. In fact, enough manpower to keep pumping out these T-34s. Here we go. Skill planes incoming. Barton sees it and leaves it. But not fast enough for the skill planes. Okay, well that's a wholesale retreat now by the Germans, letting the Soviets cap this all-important middle VP. Start the blade again. And that's the end of that plane. Where to go? Ooh, down and out. Right in the middle of the road, baby. Tier 4 doing its job. It hit this one a couple times. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, it's out of there. It's out of there. It's like, fuck this bullshit. I'm not getting paid enough to die. I'm not getting paid anything. This is communism. There's no money anymore. Oh, Pack21 says, I want the horn too. Pack21, I'm happy to oblige. Welcome to the chat, Pack21. Save for KV versus Panzer IV, says What Doth Life. Panzer IV much better than T-34-76. So here's the Panzer IV, speak of the devil. Maybe. Instead we have a Katusha out. Don't ask me about that. Actually not the most insane choice considering the Raketenwerfers have been going everywhere with each other. So, I guess the idea is just one Katusha barrage, wipe them all out, problem solved, life is good. Here's a Katusha coming in. It's the machine gun. Not a bad shot. Doesn't wipe the squad, it looks like. Yeah, triple MG and 2 Raketen, not a bad choice, says What Doth Life about the Katusha. I agree. But now that the Panzer IV is out, there is going to have to be some sort of response to that. I don't know if just the T-34 and the AT grenades from the conscripts alone are going to be enough. I'm thinking another T-34. What Doth Life saying, save for the KV-1. If you look at the KV-1 cost, 145 fuel versus 90 fuel. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 55 fuel extra for a KV-1. It's like more than half another T-34. I don't know. Maybe. The thing is, 2 T-34s can tag team a Panzer IV. One gets behind, one goes in the front. If the one in the front is not going well, it just rams. And AT grenades fucking this thing up. I don't know. Whew. I don't know if there's an end game for this, but it does take it out of commission for a little while. KV-1 would be way better. KV-1 takes 20% reduced damage. Bitch, I ain't talking about the damage. I'm just talking about killing the Panzer IV. Being cost effective while you do it. Etc, etc. Oh boy, here we go. Here's the trap. Barton's ready. Barton is always the T-34 going to take the bait. It doesn't matter. It's already here. Here's, oh, well, one is opening up. What's happening? Engine is damaged. I don't know what the fuck did that. Looks like it's going to get out. And now we have, is the Katusha ready to bombard again? Almost. Whew. That did not go well for the Germans. Taking out the engine was very good. But aside from that, German is not happy with that engagement, I imagine. That could have been a dead T-34. Instead, the Soviet player was very, very cautious. Very good play from the Soviet player there, keeping that alive. And now the question is, conscripts don't have a repair package, so it's going to be these guys. Oh, here we go. What's happening? Where's it going? Oh, so, interesting choice. Interesting choice. Thinking that maybe, wow, anyway, hits 2 of them anyways with a rocket. But, so, Soviet player gambled that the Raketans had not moved from here. And frankly, I don't know about that gamble. You know, the person you're playing against is good enough to know that, like, you have a Katusha. The Raketans have been revealed. To be fair, one Raketan was revealed. So maybe a Soviet player was like, well, maybe there's just one there and one another place. And if there's just one there, there's less of a chance they'll move. But if you correctly guess there's two there, there's no chance they're still going to be there.
Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
J for Jet. This is why I never place mines. Don't want them to blow up underneath my videos. Did that take out the engine? The fucking T-30... Yes, it did take out the engine. Good lord. Why did I not catch that? The T-34's engine blew up because its own mine was detonated. Katusha with no sniper mortar for flares. Facepalm says what doth life. It's still not a bad choice. There's no manpower for the sniper or the mortar. Panzer IV coming in could easily crush all these motherfuckers, but it's being cautious. This is a game of caution from both players. And you know what? I love caution, baby! Cautious play! There are 4 machine guns on the German side and an infantry support gun. This game is heating up. It's muy caliente, as they would say in España, which is what they would say in Spain if you ask them where they are. His heavy weapon team build allowed him to accrue manpower because they don't bleed much, says J for Jet. Interesting. Low pop cap or something for the MG teams. Bum 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 bum. Although his upkeep is at 169 income, so that's not great. Luciano CoH is in chat. Hey Luciano, what's going on? Hopefully people are not tired of that by now, because I'm only going to do that for the rest of the match. I'm going to stop talking and only air horn. T-34 up here with an AT gun this time. German player is maybe not expecting this. Unfortunately, AT gun is busy doing some fucking bullshit, bombarding the center? Jesus. Don't do that. Shoot the Panzer IV. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Panzer IV has to back out as soon as it sees the AT gun, so it basically accomplished its position. Look at these PPSHs. Nerf this shit, Relic. What is happening to that piece of debris? Well, I'm only watching the shadow. There, it made touchdown. Thank you very much. Somehow there's still a fight going on here. What's happening? Raketans, how are they so close? What is going on? Is this thing done? This thing is ready to bombard. Is these Raketans? Whoa, nice AT. What is the infantry support gun firing at the... What? It's firing at the conscripts instead of the AT gun? I guess it's maybe not in range of the AT gun. Where is it? Where is the infantry support gun? Maybe it wasn't even firing at the conscripts. That was the Raket firing. What are these guys doing? It's a dangerous game you're playing. Oh, and the Katusha's bombarding without knowing where the Raketans are. Oh, no, it does. It's something's decapping the middle. That's a strange... Yeah, I don't know why the Raketan would try and decap. Maybe that was a mistake. Where are the Goliaths? That's what Death left. Good question. What do they cost? How many do you build them at the HQ? 100. That's actually not a lot of munitions. ISG smoke into Goliath rampage. Looking forward to it. It could happen. Is that a Maxim I spy? With my little eye? The answer is yes. Okay, well, maybe not what I would have bought at this juncture. You've got 200 fuel. So maybe put the manpower into a KV-1 or a T-34 or 2 T-34s or something. But the Soviets have decreed it's Maxim time, and you know what they say about Maxims? They're worse than Playboy. Vet 5, folks ready ears here. Oof, infantry sport gun doing it. Oh, don't retreat that way, what are you doing? Stupid fucking idiots, how are there 2 airplanes? Sector assault. Jesus Christ, what's gonna happen? I'm scared. Oh boy, here's the shit. This is the new shit. Marilyn Manson is here. What's happening? Oh god! Ah, it's the... That was actually not so bad, but they're coming around for a second fucking pass! Oh god! Ah! Something got shot down? I think? Are they not coming around for a second pass? Have I been lied to? What is happening? How many airplanes? Oh my god almighty. Some airplane just fucking bit it. Oof. Didn't land on anybody as far as I can tell. Good lord. You need the obnoxious hit marker sound from COD and spam it whenever something dies. That's true. I don't know if there's an iPhone app for that. That is such a good idea. I'm going to check the fucking app store in a second while I mourn the loss of this reconnaissance. What do I search in the app store to find out if there's the Call of Duty hit sound to make? This guy's trying to Faust the Katusha. Very bold. Not going to happen. What is this reconnaissance doing? Also trying to kill the Katusha? Good lord, there's 2 Katushas! What is my life? Whoa, Jesus, the Katusha revealed the reconnaissance. That guy in the truck is like, motherfucker, and now he's dead. What is happening? This game is insane. I need to go over to the air horn app. I'm in the fucking app store, but I need to just fuck a couple fucking calls for an air horn. What is... Oh god, all the conscripts are dead too, by the way. If you've been keeping track of the squad losses, Soviet is not looking happy. That's the end of that machine gun. Another fucking air horn. Why not? It's very good that a rogue rocket did not land on these repairing people and fucking wipe that squad. Good lord, the AT gun is bombarding, trying to stop the repairing. The Maxim is here. It's suppressing those people. Here's this. AT gun needs to stop bombarding right the fuck now. Game over, says What Doth Life. Don't call it yet. What are you talking about? How cheap are conscripts? You rebuild those motherfuckers. Maybe get some guards. This thing is dead. Maybe it is game over. This thing's hurt. It's not game over. Soviets in this. They got a tank coming out. Call of Duty soundboard. Sorry, I'm in the App Store right now. I should be watching some... Oh, it's a Panther. Okay, maybe it's game. Let's see. MLG soundboard unit. Get wrecked soundboard. I'm going to go for get wrecked. Hopefully this does not kill the stream quality as I download something on my Wi-Fi. Get wrecked soundboard with dank memes and MLG sounds. Looks like what I want, folks! 15 manpower, says J for Jet. Presumably referring to the very low Soviet manpower versus Barton's very high manpower. Look, all it takes is a fucking dead Panther, and Soviets are in this to win this. And don't tell me you can't kill a Panther with an AT gun and 2 T-34s and a Katusha, because you fucking can! Is this firing? Yeah, it's firing. Big bada boom! No kills on that. Okay, Get Wrecked Soundboard is downloaded. Welcome to Get Wrecked Soundboard version 2.0. A lot has changed in this version, so don't recommend skipping the tutorial. If you want to know how to use this app like a boss, swipe to go to the next page. Guys, I can't skip tutorials if something tells me not to skip the tutorial, but this sounds like a bad idea. In this version, we sacrifice many cows to Emperor Trump. Oh fuck, I don't like this app. What's making noise? Oh Jesus, somebody just hosted? Von Ivan hosted me for 12 viewers. Thanks, Von Ivan. You joined me at a... Okay, fuck the tutorial on the soundboard. Complete tutorial. We're just gonna make some noises now for the people who just joined us. Oh, Jesus is playing... Stop playing noise. Stop playing noise. I should have listened to the tutorial. Fuck. Stop playing music. Fuck. Stop it. Help. Help. Okay, we're just putting the soundboard. We're done with that for now. Blue Cube, that's new, Von Ivan. What do you mean it's new? I've had this shit for like 20 years in my video game. I gotta verify my cache on Steam. Okay, so here comes Barton charging in with his Vet 5 folks videos, who easily deal with the Papushkas, showing us why the Papushkas need a nerf. Look at this shit, Relic. Nerf these Papushkas right the fuck now. They're just destroying these Vet 5, whatever. At this point, people can't even tell I'm joking. Anyways, the Fox videos were focus firing that all along, all according to CoH2, and I think now the Soviets basically, well, no, they can recruit it. I want to say fucked, but they can recruit it. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Is this what smoking weed is like, says Arkerm. Okay, I should have read the soundboard tutorial. I'm going to open up the soundboard again and try and figure out how to make the music stop playing. Okay, I think. Okay, good, good. Now I can make the COD sound. See? Okay, good. So I'm just watching this Panther now, trying to see what it's doing. Looks like we're not actually having a lot of capping from the Germans all around the map. They've got slightly more than half, so they're happy with what they have. Oh shit! I clicked a fucking ad. Okay, well, I don't like that soundboard app. Don't download the Get Wrecked soundboard. I should have just stuck with the air horn, guys. The air horn was nice and simple and clean, and it's an air horn. Classic stuff. We have 100 PopCap, by the way, from Barton. That, I think, calls for an air horn. Give me a sec. So 100 out of 100. Very soon going to be less if this Katyusha actually hits this thing it's bombarding, which it doesn't appear capable of. This may be the last assault. We have 2 Panzer IVs. 99 PopCap. Oh, Panther going for it. Panther's going for it. Hasn't killed the T-34 yet. I guess it just got... Didn't get AT grenaded? Did get AT grenaded. What's... There's 2 T-34s. It looks like it's not going to be enough. Katyusha's got to get out of there. We just lost a conscript squad, I think. Okay, this is GG? Is it? Actually, no. Look at that. The AT gun is still crude. And, so that's going to be it for the Panther in a sec, maybe. Gets hit by the AT gun? T-34 is still... Oh, not for long. Boom, that's it. Okay, well, this is not dead yet, but there's 2 tanks around. Classic Von Ivan attack. Von Ivan, the soundboard app is full troll. I like it. Yeah, I did not read the tutorial. Probably the tutorial teaches you how not to get trolled. Nice AT grenade. This will just cool down. They'll do it again. That's the end of the Panther. Still kind of fast, even with the damage engine. Just kidding, they have to leave. This may be it. So this thing's on its last legs. This thing's on its last legs. This thing's totally fine. And actually, Soviet's building another T-34, so... If only he microed the Katyusha Mars is what doth life. It's still alive! Oh, they're really bad. Only PPSH... Oh, you're really bad. Only PPSH cons, that's all. So Barton clearly in favor of the nerf. This thing is at 4. Barton is talking trash. Just a note for those joining us. Barton, this is a replay we're watching. Barton posted it because he's like, this was versus a Smurf. So Barton does not know who this is. Somebody in chat, I can't remember who, I think Gaddafi knew who it was. Told me who it was. I have now forgotten who it was. Gaddafi, if you're still in chat, tell me who it is. Von Ivan has just followed 2 minutes ago the Twitch channel. I feel like Von Ivan has followed me like 20 times, and every time I tell him, why weren't you following me before? So clearly he's trolling me by unfollowing and following. But if not, welcome Von Ivan. 1v1 me and Roche Pit scrubs his boots into rapier. That is exactly what's going on. This Panzer IV is a sacrificial lamb at this point. Barton feels like he's got it in the bag, but little does he know there's a Katyusha here ready to just bombard his 2 low health tanks, and then they die. Oh! Decrewed. Okay, so that's GG. Soviets win. It's Prodi, says Von Ivan. Yeah, okay. Now we know who it is. That was Von Ivan telling me. Stormtiger Gaddafi said he'd tell me, but he wants a horn. You know what, Stormtiger Gaddafi? You deserve a horn anyways. We all deserve a horn! Katyusha bombarding into the fog of war at max range. Never a good idea. Instead, it should be bombarding the tanks. You gotta find the tanks and win. That's your GG condition. That's your win condition right there. I swear to God, a Katyusha could kill a Panther when it's at this much health, and it can totally fuck up whoever's repairing whatever. So that was the Soviet player's chance to win, but now it's all gone. And also, the Raketin is fucking up the T-34. But there, remember this thing, so... Honestly, the Soviets has already won. It's just a question of when. Katyusha's penetration bulletin broke back. That was a lie. And I don't think the Katyusha has... Does it have a penetration... I don't know anything about bulletins. I don't pay attention to bulletins. Is there such thing as a penetration bulletin for a Katyusha? I don't believe you. I don't think Relic's that insane. I mean, I believe Relic's that insane, but I don't think Relic would do that. I mean, there's one for 4%. Really? A 4% penetration of the Katyusha? Who put that bulletin in the game? What person at Relic sat down and thought, you know what a player is going to want? They're going to want to make sure their Katyusha can penetrate a fucking tank 4% better. Nobody wants that. Nobody in the history of Company Heroes 2 has wanted that. Can you, Arkerm, can you please make this content relatable to the millennial audience? No, go suck a dick. What Doth Life? They made cooldown for Yogg Tiger, dude. You trust Lelik? I honestly should not. Yeah, so that T-34 is dead, by the way. But yeah, I honestly should not. Nothing is past Relic. Oh, that's the end of the engineers. Now there's no way to repair the Panzer IV. There's no manpower to build engineers because there's another T-34 being built. Oof. Look at this poor little thing. Is that destroyed engine? Yeah, heavy engine damage. Catastrophic damage to the engine. Limits top speed to a crawl. Repair to restore full functionality. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that repair is what's going to fix it. I was wondering what it takes to get the engine back to full capability. It turns out it's the repair skill. Thanks, Relic, for that tooltip. And Panther's almost back to tip-top shape. Katusha bombarding. What's it bombarding this time? Again, nothing in the fog of war. Actually, it's going to get the infantry support gun. I take it back. Well, that's finally dead. And the T-34 is out. So, and we do have an engineer squad being built. So, again, I'm going to call it for the Soviets. Once you have a Panzer IV as the Soviets, you can't lose. TychoCelchuuu, can I just say your casting is amazing, says Von Ivan. I can't tell if he's trolling, but even if he is, I don't care. My self-esteem is through the roof. Why? Because I'm worth it. Shocks and M3s are an unbeatable strategy. I heard it on the web, says Zombie Francis. Oh boy. Okay, so the next sacrificial lamb is a Panther, but it penetrates from the front and does not get penetrated from the front, so it's actually working out pretty well. Nope, it's getting penetrated. The thing is, does the T-34 risk it and try and circle strafe? This is the thing. The Katusha bombarded into the fog of war, so it's not ready to protect the T-34. If the T-34 felt safe, it could circle strafe right now and save the Panzer IV, but it doesn't feel safe because if there's a Raketenwerfer here, it just blows up the T-34. But if the Katusha were ready to kill the Raketenwerfer, the T-34 would be safe. Oh boy. Sector assault. I thought you can't call that in on a base. Oh, it's not called in on a base. It's called right outside the base. Loophole found! But it's not doing anything. Yet. We can't even see the planes. They're flying too high. Pintle-mounted machine gun firing at the planes. What just shot this? I think the Panzer IV shot this. Oh! It's the Battle of the Brothers! I don't know if backing up's gonna save you, buddy. Oh, this thing! Shoot it! Shoot it! Do the Katusha! Do the Katusha right now! It's fucking revealed. It's right close. It's like medium range bombardment. Fucking do it! Do it! Pull the trigger! Pull the trigger! Fucking pop lock that Glock! Oh, that was your chance. Did that plane just crash? Badass. I think it won't shoot in base, even with vision. Someone smarter correct me. That would make sense. Top 10 Katusha micros. What dot left? Ah, that was our chance. I'm coughing. Guards rifle. Okay, so Soviets, as I said, are going to win because they have the Panzer IV, but it's definitely taken them a while. They don't have a lot of territory for a side that's going to win the game. Okay, now the Katusha shows up. See? See, that's what you can do with the Katusha. It's fucking penetrate. I think it just maybe penetrated the Panther. I may be lying. Sometimes I lie to you viewers. Okay, so even though I've claimed 7 times that the Soviet player has this in the bag, because they have a Panzer IV, it is looking a little dire, so if the German ends up winning, earlier J for Jet was saying, also J for Jet just now said still no glass, sad crying face, but earlier J for Jet was saying, no, J for Jet wasn't saying, somebody was saying, oh, J for Jet was saying all the crew weapons were keeping Barton's upkeep low, so he had a lot of manpower income. Do you think that's why he won? Do you think, I think a lot of it was that failed Soviet assault here in the middle where everything fucking died. The T-70 died. The T-34, I think, actually got away, but almost died. That was one turning point. Some people maybe blame it on not getting KV-1s. This thing is VET-5. Jesus Christ, what do you get at VET-5? 25% accuracy while moving. 16 sight range while stationary. Oh, it's a Sophie's Choice sort of situation. I like it. I like it a lot. I've never considered how stolen OKW vehicles are weaker because they can't get 4 or 5 bonuses. Well, have you ever thought how stolen American vehicles are more powerful because they can get VET-5 bonuses if you're OKW? And the answer is, I don't think so. I don't think it actually goes up to VET-5. I don't actually know. That's one of the things I can never remember. I can't remember anything. Is the Katusha cooled down yet? Nope. Almost. 1 second left. Oh boy. Oh boy. We've at 5. We've at 5 going down. Oh, Jesus. That was ugly. What's happening? Oh, here's the thing called in. That was a crazy... there's too much shit to look at. Somebody just died. Katusha just died? No. What died? Oh, Panzer IV died. Oh no. Why is it glowing? What is happening? Okay, I need to pause. Give me a sec. 1 sec. Give me 1 second here. Okay, it's actually taking long. I typed the wrong thing. Okay, that's enough of that. Rest in peace, Panzer IV. You are an angel now. You're with God in heaven. Barton capped the fuel, so when Soviets stepped into it, flare fired. Don't know what that's in reference to, but... what is happening over here? Somehow there's a T-34! But that's the end. Soviet player has no chance to survive. Make your time. Katusha is finally firing. What's it going to shoot? Panzer IV did a bit of damage. Guard's doing a bit more. Jesus, these airplanes don't fuck around, do they? The end. GG, says Maxi. And easy, says Barton. Classic Barton. Always a gentleman, never a gentle. So, ooh, suddenly there's a lot of blue things over here. Great. Where's the Panzer? Oh, the Panzer IV is no longer in heaven. I guess they realized, wait a sec, you used to be Nazis. And they're like, no, no, we are Soviets. We swear to God, we have always been Soviets. And the angels are like, nope, we can smell the Nazi on you. And they're like, no, no, we stole the tank. We stole the tank from the Nazis. We're not Nazis, but it's too late. Too late. So, yeah, I guess the lesson here is don't lose in this attack. And don't lose infantry squads, too. I feel like the Soviet unit preservation was maybe not as good as it could have been. And I'm not talking about recently when everything's dying. I'm talking about right now. So that was a good match. The end for YouTube.